James Prime here, and today I'm back in Edinburgh, Scotland. Now it's no secret that everyone in the world loves Americans. Whoa, before you smash that keyboard, calm down, because much like the first video, now it's no secret that everybody in the world loves Americans. So it was just a joke, but this time I thought I'd point it out to make it a bit more obvious, so there you go. Anyway, while I'm here, I thought it'd be interesting to make a part 2 of what Scottish people think about Americans. So let's go find some more Scottish people and get more of their thoughts.
I think that does affect who people are in some areas, for sure.
Like, I felt safe when I was there, but I feel like you can be caught, like, the wrong place, the wrong time, and just,
I think Americans are more forward than so I think it's a good thing.
First question, super easy, is have you ever been to the US?
yes. I went to Florida and New York.
Florida, New York,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
No, I haven't.
I've not, no. No.
Okay, and yourself?
Yes,
Oh, nice, where'd you go?
Florida.
Florida,
Yeah.
Okay.
Never, no.
No, I've not. Yeah, I've been to Orlando twice.
Yeah, twice.
Oh, where'd you go?
Chicago and Wisconsin, but I went to Milwaukee and then like the Dells.
Okay.
Florida too.
Both went together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah,
No?
just
All right.
once.
Where'd you go?
We did like a big trip, went to like New York and California and all that. It was decent, yeah.
Yes, I've been West Coast, sort of East Coast, Florida, New York, Boston, Chicago, San Francisco, LA.
I have, yeah. I've been a couple of times. The East Coast, been to New York, and then did a bit of a kind of classic road trip down the West Coast. So flew into San Francisco, hired a car, did Yosemite, did LA, all the way down to San Diego. So
The next question is, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think about America?
Food.
I like food. Of course I like food.
Movies, LA,
Hollywood.
Texas, kind of, yeah, Hollywood, country music.
You like country
Yeah,
music?
no, well, I don't mind it. But I really, it makes me think of country music, like Texas
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Good weather.
Kardashian.
Yeah.
The film supersized me. Yeah.
Music.
Okay,
So obviously I'm a big fan of like rap and hip hop and that kind of stuff, and a lot of the people that I would listen to are from America.
Decent food.
Decent food.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I know America's got a reputation for not being the healthiest country in the world, but
right.
Britain's not exactly great either. But no, I think given the fact that you guys have had that many cultures move to America, you guys have some really good food.
The weather, the nice weather. Also fast food as well, I think that's a big one, but also guns.
So I'd probably say as well like American music and also military.
Dangerous. Like with all of the crime especially, like I'm on TikTok and then you just see hear about everything that happens like all the time. There's so many gun murders and everything.
Right.
It's a bit scary, I think.
Probably like consumerism, like massively. As soon as you land, everything is advertising, like sort of in your face. But it's almost so Americanized in a way that it's almost really endearing. Just popular culture and things, and it's something that I think a lot of sort of Europeans and people from the UK really value and makes America so appealing to go and visit or even to go and live.
Kind of film and media. It's like everything you watch. I mean, we've got good shows in Britain as well, but you still end up watching like 60% American shows.
Like Donald Trump, Kardashians, like reality, LA, Calabasas.
it obviously forms a huge amount of pop culture, whether that's music, whether that's film, whether that's sport. It kind of, you talk about Western culture, it and the UK, I guess, kind of sets the bounds for that across the rest of the world.
What do you think about the country in general?
I think it's weird to even call it a country, being from Scotland. Like if you look at the differences between the deserts on one end and then you've got Alaska up there and just like the variety of, just different areas in general. So I think it's cool. I think it gets a lot of shit over here. I think everybody, talks about like being idiots and stuff. Go down to Edinburgh, anywhere, we think we're so fucking prestigious, which is just this lie,
You can find them in every country.
Yeah, exactly. I think it gets really a bad rep for that. You guys are all right.
I've not seen enough yet to have an opinion, to be honest with you.
Right, okay.
Yeah, but what I see is what I like,
It was really different than I thought it was going to be because obviously all of Disney Channel and everything, but I enjoyed it. It's a good trip.
I know it's your right to have guns, to try and ban them.
Oh,
Yeah, because I'm against guns.
I mean, I thought it was a very diverse place. There's a lot going on, a lot of opportunities for like smaller groups of people or organisations to come through, even though it is like a very like capitalised country.
I really like it.
Okay.
Yeah, overall I like it. I like the people. I think it's really enthusiastic. I would go in, don't really care. I feel like here people are much more reserved and quite judgmental at times. I don't know, do you agree?
I mean, obviously no country's perfect. Of course no country's perfect, but I think Americans tend to sort of scream how, oh yes, we're the leader of the free world, but then have such issues with healthcare, service people working on tips, living on tips. Yeah, I know, I think you guys, it's complicated. Very complicated.
Like people I know that have been there, they always say that you could walk down the street and no one bats an eyelid at you no matter what you're wearing. But here, if you wear anything that's a wee bit extravagant, everyone's going to turn their head, everyone's going to judge you.
I definitely want to go, but for what you see, they seem a bit wild.
There is a lot of just variation in the country. It's like, I feel like a lot of extremes as well. Like the healthcare is the big one. When you see people complaining about, you know, oh, this country has free healthcare, what a joke. But it's like that. But then also, you see people who need to like go and like GoFundMe just have an operation to like survive and stuff. It's like,
America does a lot of good things and it does a lot of bad things, but I think the advantage is that you get to test it out in your own kind of country, which, you know, it means that some Americans get left behind, but hopefully you'll learn from it and eventually you'll get better from it. Sadly, I don't think that's working with healthcare, but for the rest of things, you're getting there. I mean, it's a pretty rich country and you've got a lot of things going for you, so, you know, just got to work it out.
Americans in general, when you think about Americans, what do you think about the people themselves?
Some you find
Some are
are
fine,
like
yeah. Some are
welcoming
really,
and
really,
some are
really
like
nice, aye.
too loud.
Oh, yeah.
My experience with the people themselves, you know, I've met people from Kentucky, I've met people from Wisconsin, I've got a friend in Alaska, and you know, they're all just, you know, really generally quite nice. You know, generally just decent people. I think most people they're kind and they just want to get along with their neighbours. I mean, the internet's always going to focus on this radical, that radical. You know, this group of people are marching here and all that. It's not just. There's more to America than just what you see on the internet.
I think they're quite outgoing, enthusiastic, and don't really care. Just do what they want. Yeah. Comparing it to people here, or maybe people in the UK, it's a bit more reserved.
I definitely agree with what you said, but I'd definitely say they're quite extra. I'd say they're quite, confident. Yeah, confident.
I don't know. I think most people there are just like us, really, like just normal people. I mean, pretty normal. I mean, obviously they've grown up in a slightly different culture, so like, I mean, obviously the opinions there are different and stuff. But I mean, yeah, I think most of them, like Duncan said, just want to kind of get by.
All the Americans I've known, they're really nice people. Again, just like everyone else I've met in Europe and Britain and that. But I think the one thing America's a bit different on is you're a lot more outgoing. Yeah, British people just don't like, I mean, like you've come here, you came up, walked us and just been like, you guys Scottish, do you want to have a chat?
Oh, yeah, true.
I mean, I just find British people aren't as outgoing, and like I
tell you what it is, Americans have this like ingrained optimism.
Yeah,
I think Americans are more forward than like British people.
Yeah, no,
but I think it's a good thing.
I think it's great. Maybe it's going back to when people first went over to America, and it's like, this is my new start. You know, you guys have that American dream. Like everyone's got their own American dream, and I think you just have that inbuilt optimism.
Whenever I visit America, it's very much the same. They're very proud of their culture. They're very proud of their history, and that comes across whenever I've been over. It doesn't matter where I've been, whether it's East Coast, West Coast, and it's sort of across the board. They're all very, very much welcoming,
patriotic, and massively proud of where they come from, and for good reason. In the most part, they're always excited to show off where they're from and talk about the culture and things like that. There's a lot of American tourists that visit the capital, and come spend a lot of money. I guess there's instances where they can be loud and obnoxious, but ultimately they come and thoroughly enjoy Scotland. So yeah.
All right, something you like about America?
Sweets. Okay. Oh my god, just all like Haribos. Packs are so much bigger. I don't know, some of the artificial flavoring's too strong for me.
Specifically country music, Nashville.
Oh, the weather. Weather and the houses, you know.
The fun parks.
Yeah.
The theme parks.
Oh, the theme parks, aye.
Yeah, because they're way better than
100 times better.
Buffalo Wild Wings. I love it. Yeah, I love it. I'm obsessed with it. Yeah, I genuinely love it. I've got photos of my camera. We'll look at it and I'm like, I want this.
Yeah, music as well. Anything from like Tom Petty to NWA. is the whole thing. Like, it's just so good. For me, it would have to be the sporting events. I like the big like American football, and like it's all big like college sports and all that. So you have thousands of people at your games, but here we get maybe like 10 or 20 people coming to watch our football games. But it's a much bigger deal over in America, I think.
Yeah, it'd go with music. I think the US is. I like a lot of musicians that come from the US, and I think they've contributed a lot to like rock music and just modern music in general, like hip hop, even indie, like stuff like that. So
Definitely the weather, even like the changes in weather, because like we're just like cold all year round, but I feel like you get good changes.
It's probably going to be on my don't like list as well, but I think the guns, personal opinion, I think you got to regulate your firearms a lot better. But guns in general, they are fun to use, and like at a range, very fun.
I actually like some bluegrass. Yeah, you know what? I'll just go with that. Banjo. Bluegrass music.
The NBA is one of the best sports in the world. I think it's how passionate people are in America about it, and I just love the whole, so entertaining. And the only thing is, living in Scotland, you need to stay up till about 4 a.m. to watch it.
Better weather.
Yeah, I was going to say
Weather here. The cities, there's loads to do. Disneyland and stuff like that. Like, we don't have anything like that. Universal.
The diversity and just the vast amount of different people that exist across America, and all of the things that they bring to the country, whether that's food, whether that's music, whether that's their history. I think we certainly lack quite a lot of that. Sort of further this kind of way European, we're obviously kind of quite centralised, and lack that huge, vast amount of diversity that allows you to experience so much different culture.
Something you do not like about the US?
Stop going to war, because whatever you guys do, we're going to do next, you know what I mean? So if it's like, if you guys are invading Russia, we're going to have to go invade Russia. If yous are going to Korea, where is it going to Korea? So I mean, like,
racism is so massive there. It's huge. I know it is everywhere, but like that seems to be where all the really, really bad shit happens. Like you hear about it a lot more. Exactly. It's nice to see people doing things about it, but it's also sad to see that it's still so relevant. For me, it'd have to be the guns. I'm sorry about that for all the people who love the guns. I'm not a fan of guns, and you hear about all the high school shootings and all that, and we don't really get anything like that over here, which I'm happy about.
I think it's too easy to get a gun. I just think as soon as you get a gun, there's so much power. Like, you can end someone's life so fast. I just think it should be a lot tighter.
The way Americans be quite loud and in your face, sometimes it's a bit much, and sometimes you just kind of want a bit of space. And I don't think Americans have a good grasp of that at times.
Just the kind of over commercialisation of things that are culturally significant, and potentially losing some of what makes these things great, be that sport, be that music, be that food.
I think it's just too easy to get guns, right. And there's too many innocent people dying over nothing.
Probably the gun law.
I'd say the
gun laws, yeah. It's not like them having them, it's because obviously a lot of people have them and are totally fine and have them for protection and stuff, but it's the people that aren't fine and then just do random shootings and school shootings, and I just feel like it's obviously quite unsafe in that sense. Like, I felt safe when I was there, but I feel like you could be caught like in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I'd say the gun laws as well. It's just like, it's crazy that you can walk into a shop and buy a gun. Like, that is like crazy to us, because that would never happen here.
The problem I have with America is the portion size. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I mean, like, it's fun, but it's like the problem with America indulges you. When I was in America and I went to the Wisconsin State Fair, and there were people on like mobility scooters, and like you could see the veins on them. Like, I think that one of them they'd lost their leg from diabetes, and like they were not losing weight. They were on the mobility scooter and they were like carrying massive like slushy cones, and I was just like, that's a terrifying image. And
it's land of the free, it's meant to be, but it's not. It feels like it's not really. I mean, this country's not got a perfect one either, but I feel like it is more like the representation you get in Parliament's more proportional to what is actually voted in.
Could you give him your best American accent?
Hello, my name is Ella, and my favorite food is chocolate.
I have a monologue prepared, of course. So, someone once said that if it was raining brains, Roxy Robinson would even get wet. In all of New York, they didn't come much dumber than Roxy the Weasel, and to be frank, Roxy was a dope.
Surely you can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. There are 106,000 miles to Chicago. We have the full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses.
Hello, my name is Karen.
We're just living life.
There is no way you came from my loins.
Before I became a desert rider, I didn't believe in anything. Had a low self-esteem and bad breath and a thing for ladies' undergarments. But these guys, they understand me. They really do.
Boy, it's a nice day in Holyrood Park.
Never lie, steal, cheat, or drink. But if you must lie, lie in the arms of the one you love. You must steal away from bad company. If you must cheat, cheat death. And if you must drink, drink in the moments that take your breath away.
So guns, Trump, and food. That seems to be a recurring theme for these types of videos. Now to the people out there who participated in this video, thank you guys, I really appreciate it. Now to the Scottish people out there that are watching this video, I'm gonna leave you guys with one question. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you think about America? Let us know.